Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is on this look that I have on right now. It's a very dark reddish cranberry-ish look, and it was actually really easy. I know that it looks really dramatic, but the steps that I used to create this look, they were really basic, and I also didn't spend time doing some of the things that normally take time, like, you know, lining your eyes and all of that. So it's a very easy look. So I also used one eyeshadow palette to create the entire look, so I didn't have to keep reaching for this and that and the other one. Everything was all in one place. So if you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video. I primed my eyes already. I used my Urban Decay primer potion as usual, and for my transition shade, I'll be going in with Morocco. This is the first shade that I'm going to apply. So I'm applying this shade slightly above my crease. I'm not putting it in my actual crease. My actual crease will be me going like this. This is where my crease is, as you guys can see. And I love my MAC 224 blending brush for this. It's a very fluffy brush. It's not that dense, so it's perfect for distributing color. If you guys notice, what I'm doing is that I'm applying this color just the way that I normally apply my transition colors, but I'm not sure if I've ever like explained it this way. But what I do is I go from the outer part of my outer corner to the inner part of my brow. So it's like kind of like I'm drawing like a slash like this, if that makes any sense. And for those of you who are wondering what this color is, it's like a burnt orangey shade. I love these kind of colors for my transition. So I'm just going to build it up a little bit, just make sure that I have enough, and after that I'm going to go in with another shade. After that, I'm going in with a pointed crease brush, and this one is by Color, and I'm going to use this to pack Jezebel into my crease. So this is a lot closer to my crease than the transition color was. I am doing that slash thing again, but then I'm not like doing this. I'm taking the time to kind of blend it out gently as I go. So after applying it with this brush, I'm going to go in with my MAC 217, and I'm going to use this to blend out that color that I just applied. After that, I'm going in with this flat brush by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to use this to apply my lid colors. I'd highly recommend that for this step you use a synthetic brush, because you're most likely to not get a lot of fallouts. The two colors I'm about to apply on my eyelid from this palette, they're gorgeous shades and they're very soft, and as a result you tend to get a lot of fallouts when you're applying this, and using like an animal head brush is just going to make it worse. You're going to have fallouts all over your face. So I'd highly recommend that you use something synthetic and flat as well. I'm using something flat because I want to define the space, the line where the lid color meets the crease color, and this is going to give me like the flat edge here is going to help me do that the way I want to do it. So this shade here is like a reddish brown, no, not reddish brown, it's like a reddish coppery shade. I don't even know if that explains what this color is, but it's a very gorgeous color, and you guys can see what it looks like here. I'm not really good at describing colors, but yeah, I think that reddish copper kind of does it justice. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try and neaten up the edge of this shadow. I'm going to create kind of like a cut crease. The shadow is very soft, so it's going to allow me to do this anyway. So I'm trying as much as possible to be precise, and that's the reason why I said that for this step I'd highly recommend that you use a flat brush, because it's going to give you the control that you need. And to define that line that I just created, I'm going to go back in with Jezebel, the color that I have in my crease, and this time around with a smaller crease brush, and I'm going to just use this to go over the top of the line. To highlight my brow bone area, I'll be using my Precision Shadow Brush by Sephora and the shade Zuri from the same palette. It's like a nice champagne shade. I'm going in now with a tapered blending brush. You just want something that kind of flares out but then narrows a bit towards the tip, because it's going to help you kind of get, it's helping me anyways, because of the kind of eye shape that I have. So it's helping me get into this corner here without messing up the other shadows, and I just want to use it to blend out the line where my transition color meets my brow bone highlight color. And this brush is by Juvia's Place. It doesn't have any name, so I don't know what it's called, but any tapered crease brush would do. I have another one by Sigma. If you have the Sigma E45 blending brush, it's perfect for this step, so you can use that one as well. But then I'll be sorry, but then I'll be using this one because this one is really good too. I'm going to apply the two colors that I have in my crease and transition area. I'm going to smudge the two of them on my lower lash line, and I'll be doing this with a smudge brush by Sephora. Any short, densely packed eyeshadow brush will do this for you. So as long as it's a very short brush and it's like very dense and stiff, you should be able to use this to smudge color on your lower lash line. So I'm going to be taking a combination of Morocco and Jezebel, and I'm going to smudge the two of them on my lower lash line. I'm applying some mascara now on my upper lashes, and I am using my Clinique High Length mascara. And this mascara is perfect for anyone who has curly lashes. The wand makes it really perfect because it gets in between everything and kind of pulls it upwards if that's the direction that you want it to go. For my lashes, I'm using the Dimma lashes by Lena Lashes again. Going back in with my mascara, and I'm just applying a little on my lashes again after I have put my falsies on. So I just want to give the falsies something that they can gel, onto when I press my falsies down. So you guys will see in a minute what I'm trying to say. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to use this to push my falsies into my natural lashes. And what the mascara that I just applied did is that it's going to make my natural lashes sticky, so it's going to give my falsies something to kind of merge onto when I press down. Moving on to the rest of my face now, I'm going to prime, and I'll be using my Illamasqua matte veil for this. So I'm just going to take like 1 scoop. Okay, the reason why I love this primer so much is that it controls oil, but then it doesn't like dry my skin. You know the dryness that you get when you use like the Makeup Forever primer or the Becca Ever Matte Poreless. I don't know Poreless what it is, but you guys know the popular Becca primer that I'm talking about. Those primers, they kind of instantly mattify and leave your skin feeling like rubbery and dry. This does not do that. It reminds me of the Black Hawk primers, but I prefer this to most of the Black Hawk primers that I have tried. So I'm just going to work it into my skin. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but this thing smells like yogurt. And for some weird reason, that smell is very comforting to me. I don't know, some people might not like yogurt, so they might not like the way that this primer smells, but I love the way that it smells. Guys, please ignore my top. I'm so clumsy today. It's a bit ridiculous. I dropped some primer on my collar and I tried to wipe it off and I just made it worse, so please just ignore it. It's going to dry completely before I am done filming this video. It's when Hamatan anyway, so it's going to dry in about 10 minutes or so. I hope it dries, but please guys ignore this. I'm going to move on to foundation now, and I'll be using my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and I absolutely love this foundation. You guys know I haven't been using it of late because I kind of just forgot that I even had it in the first place, so I am just going to use this now. And to highlight, I'll be using my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX13, and I'm going to take a little bit of it on this brush. This thing goes a long way. I've had it for ages and I'm not even close to half. To blend this out, I'll just highly recommend that you make sure that you use a very damp beauty blender, because it tends to be a little bit like too thick sometimes to blend out. But like if your beauty blender is really damp, you shouldn't have a problem blending this product out. I'm going to go on ahead and set my under eye area first. And while the powder is still sitting, I'm going to go on ahead and contour, and I'll be using my black opal, whatever. Like, I know that in Nigeria we tend to say opal, because I know that if I should walk into any store in this country to buy this and I tell them to give me black opal, they're probably going to look at me and wonder what I'm talking about. So you guys know what this is, but this is the stick foundations that they have, and I'm going to use this to contour my face. I'm going to apply it on my forehead, like on my temples. I'm going to apply it here as well, and that's underneath my cheekbones and then under my jaw. To blend it out, I'm going in with a beauty blender and I'm just blending out the edges. I'm going to go on ahead and set the rest of my face, where the areas where I have my Kevna Sensible Skin Enhancer, and I am doing this with a setting brush by Real Techniques and my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. That's the same setting powder that I use to set my under eye concealer as well. Guys, if you guys can hear any noise, just know that there's construction going on at the back of my house, at the back of the window that I'm currently filming with, and it's driving me nuts, and I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but if you can hear it, please ignore it. I'm sure that you guys can hear my voice above everything else, but just ignore the annoying sound. So to set down the bridge of my nose, I'm going to use a large fluffy eyeshadow brush, and this one is from Coastal Scents. I'm using this because it's going to give me more control. So I'm just going to go down the bridge of my nose with this. To set my contour, I'll be using my Sephora Small Contour Brush with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour powder in cinnamon, and I'm just going to sweep this across my hairline where I applied carob earlier and under my cheekbones. To set my entire face, I'll be using my Black Up 2A cake as usual, and this is my Sigma F30 powder brush. I'm going to apply mascara to my bottom lashes now, and I'll be using my MAC Studio Sculpt mascara. For my blush for this look, I'll be using NYX blush in Cocoa, and I'm going to be applying it with my Real Techniques blush brush. I feel like it's going to give my cheeks the amount of warmth that I want. To highlight my cheekbones, I'll be using my Black Up Sublime powder in 01, and I'm going to be using this brush by ABH, and this is the 823 brush. This is the one that they sell for their highlighters. So I'm just going to pop this onto my cheekbones. To line my lips, I'll be using my MAC lip pencil in Chestnut, and it's a very dark brown and it complements the lip color that I'm going to apply very well. So I'm just going to go on ahead and line my bottom lip first.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun.
For my lip color, I'll be using ABH liquid lipstick in Vamp. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. You guys should also let me know if you'd like to see more of these looks where I use just one eyeshadow palette to create an entire eye makeup. I know that it's going to be really convenient for some of you who are watching, so please let me know, and subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it. There's a little bell button that is just by the subscribe button as well. If you click on that, with that you don't miss any of my videos, so you always get a notification whenever I post something new. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I said this in the beginning, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.